wanted to be on the investing side. I want the big checks, right? So I just got the license as a tool that I'm able to use in case somebody didn't want to sell their house for cheap. I could always list it on the market and collect the real estate commission. It was kind of like making the same thing. Um, so nowadays, I mean, I've always hit people with 3 different offers, right? I hit a seller with a cash offer first. That's always my first offer, cash, super low, right? The second one is going to be like a seller creative offer, a seller financing, or some type of owner financing offer, sub 2, where we take over the mortgage, or if they don't have a mortgage, we get them a down payment, we agree on a monthly payment, and then hit them with like a balloon or something like that. And then my third option, if they don't like option number 1 or option number 2, and I hit them with the listing, right? I went to school. I went to real estate school for 4 weeks. Took the little test, got the license. Boom. Now that option is available. You get what I'm saying? So that's always worked for me. But just not being a one-trick pony. Also, in the beginning, before I start seeing Brandon and Elijah and the whole EDB team doing what they doing, I always thought that land deals was like just for builders, like they just for the bird. Like we would throw away our land leads, and that's something like we would literally throw away our land leads. I was only looking at house leads. You don't know what you don't know, and I have no issue. I've always been a student. I will always be a student. I will continue to be a student, no matter how many students I have, no matter how much of hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars I made. Like I will continue to be a student. And I will continue to invest in myself. If I see somebody at a higher level than me and I want to copy that success, I will go pay that person to skip the line and get my results and success quicker. That's something I totally believe in. What else? Short sales. I don't know how many people here have heard of short sales, but that's another strategy. That's another lane, right? That at first I didn't really want to get into. I just wanted to do the wholesale because that's what was sexy to me. Like find a house that you don't want to mark it up under contract. You don't need a whole bunch of money. Put it up on marketplace, find a buyer, assign it, and make you a nice little profit in the middle. Like that's all I wanted to do until I start. So my house had to go with a short. Like I was losing my house pre-foreclosure. I was losing my house and had to do a short sale. So after I learned how short sales work, I was seeing like, yo, a seller can owe $350. 250, and the bank will accept way less than what the seller owes them, and the bank will sell it to a third party buyer like Brandon, me, Panit, Isaac, like whoever. Now they won't let the seller get it for pennies on the dollar, but they'll let a third party buyer come get the property for pennies on the dollar. Well, I came to find out that not a lot of people will sell you their house for 40 cents, 50 cents on the dollar. Shoot, we having a hard time getting them for 50, 60 cents on the dollar, 70 cents on the dollar, right? Y'all know the formula, ARV times 70% minus repairs, minus your... Like that's even tough to get the seller to agree with. Short sales, it's like the seller don't make the decisions, the bank do. And the bank want money, right? So I seen that the short sale game was very lucrative. And we owed $100,000 on our house, and we was 10 months behind. We came in and made the bank an offer for $30,000 on the 100 we owed, and we 10 months behind. Who crazy? Am I crazy? Offer the bank $30K for the 100 we owe, we 10 months behind. What you think the bank gonna say? I think they gonna say like hell no. You know what I'm saying? But then the joke was on me when they turned around and said, we can't do 30, but can you do 40? And then I got a contract for 40, and I go sell my people a house that we owed 100 on. We was upside down. I go and sell it the next day for $60,000. I made $20,000 on my childhood home. We was losing. We was upside down. Like, when you got equity, talk about negative equity. I mean, we owe 100, but it's worth like 70. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go hire a realtor and go save the house. You know what I'm saying? That short sale game was different. So when I found out about that, I started going out into the public and seeing like, who else can I do this for? Like if it worked for me, it gotta work for other people. And if my bank could do it, will other banks do it? I just started going and testing the theory. I started going on like a short sale rampage in 2016, 17, 18, 19, COVID. I was able to buy the house I stay in now, out in it's in a suburban area north of Tampa. It's called Wesley Chapel. Very, very nice, very nice neighborhood. And shoot, we was able to lowball the bank and get a deal on that on short. So short sales have saved my life. So I just want to tell y'all, like, I know probably most of y'all are here, maybe the wholesale land, wholesale houses. I just want to keep your mind open. Like, the real estate game is just like knowing another language. Just like which one, right? You got English, Spanish, French, Chinese. Like, there's a lot of different languages, a lot of different lanes that you can find yourself in, and you just want to. That's it, right? Find yourself, right? Try this. This don't work. Okay, maybe go try doing seller finance deals. That don't work. Maybe go to a real estate school. Try getting your real estate license, right? Find yourself. You don't like that? Maybe go be an appraiser, be an inspector, right? Get into construction. Knowing construction can never be a bad thing if you're in the real estate business. If you're learning about construction, right? Materials, rehab, how to fix this, how to fix that, how to building, being a builder, being a developer, right? There's so many different avenues. You may want to try some of them out, and you never know which one you will flourish in, right? You never know what path God will lead you down, right? But just try them all. Now you find yourself in one before you get to the other. Boom, you feel like that's it. Go hard in that. Put all your eggs in that basket. You get what I'm saying? You know. So for me, I mean, just having different strategies as times are changing, as the years go by. We know real estate laws have changed. There's been states who are now coming up saying that, look, you got to have a license to wholesale, right? Or like states like Illinois. Okay, you can only wholesale one deal a year if you're in Illinois. So now you got everybody in Illinois who want to be wholesalers saying like, well, I can't be a wholesaler. Have you ever heard of virtual wholesaling? Like, you don't have to be at the house, right? So it's just find yourself and don't let nobody tell you no. Also, I just seen I was on TikTok. I seen a 22-year-old talking about some software he had where he was pushing out offers in like under a minute. I mean, like 40 seconds. He got a full out written offer, like ready to go to the seller. And if you know anything, if you know anything about the real estate game, right, it's all about only way you can get your first deal under contract or your next deal under contract or have your pipeline become full is if you're making a lot of offers every day. If you're talking to sellers every day. If you're not making offers every day and you're not talking to sellers, the chances of you having a deal next month is probably slim to zero. True or false? I mean, so when I seen 22-year-old, he just started wholesaling real estate at 20 years old. This man doing over 6 figures a month. And he building software, building communities. He super smart with the analytics, what they call code, like writing code, finding people, communicating, collabing. And I was gonna buy the software. I'm like, yo, you got AI, right? AI going crazy. If you're not incorporating AI and automations into your business, you probably not gonna last long. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's tough to go after these. It's tough to build a business with just you, right? To start, yeah, you can start with just you, right? Get your first deal done. Get your second deal done, right? Get a handful done. But we always want to reinvest into systems, processes, and delegating, right? And building our team, you know? I know I can't do everything by myself. That's why I rock with Ozzy. That's why I rock with Brandon. That's why I rock with Eli, Panique. That's why I got a community, right? That's why I got VAs. You know, it's only so much I can do. That's why I got the inbound system. Even though it costs a lot of money to have it, I need it because it's only so much time in the day. I can't sit on the phone 6 hours a day cold calling. You know what I'm saying? I can't go out door knocking how I used to in 2016, passing out door hangers and flyers and pamphlets. Like, I can't do that no more. To get the first 6 figures, yeah, I could do that. But then to go to the next level, to hit the 7-figure mark, we had to do something different. You know what I'm saying? So it's really all about levels. Somebody hit me on TikTok and was like, you can't get started. Can you get started in real estate wholesaling with $0? And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Or some money. And he hit me back and was like, some money ain't $0. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all be misleading the public, always telling people that you can do this, you can do that with $0, and you can't. Stop lying to the public. I'm like, bro, like, to put $10 on the contract or to put $100 on the contract to make 10, 20, 30, $50,000, I'm going to call that no money. Y'all agree with me or not?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Versus all of the other businesses in all of the other industries. If you want to start a business, right? A regular business, no matter what it is. You want to start a car rental business. You want to start a t-shirt business, right? You want to start a clothing line like Paneek. You want to start a videography business. You want to be a photographer. You want to start a media company, a podcast. Can you put up $10? Can you put up $100 and then go out and make 20 bands? I'm going to call that no money. So it just go to tell me, like, man, most people think like this guy. Like, that's why the 1% is the 1%. That's why it's not that many entrepreneurs. There's more workers than entrepreneurs, because most people, and not the talk down on the guy. He just ain't tapped into the right mindset. He not reading no books. You can tell. He ain't got in no mentorships. You can tell. He not in no communities of people who are operating at higher levels. He not in discords like this. Or he would never say something like that, true or false. A lot of times it starts with our mindset and what we think we can achieve. If you don't know nothing about the business that you talking on, what give you the right to come under somebody's comments and saying what they can't do or what somebody can't do, or they misleading they followers of the public? And so then to go back to mindset, to go back to what Brandon be talking about on the last call that I was on, right? Vibrating high, getting into the word, believing in what you can't see, and putting the work in, even though it's delayed. It ain't no instant gratification in business, entrepreneurship, hustling. That's why it's called a hustle, right? And you'll think hustle is a bad word. No, hustle mean that you grinding, putting in hours with no guaranteed income, but you believe in something, right? And then not stopping when you get that success one time, but doing utilizing what's called the compound effect. It's a book written by, I think his name Darren Hardy. Very, very powerful book. It's called The Compound Effect. And it really goes deep into how every single day, every hour, every minute, depending on the activities that we putting out there, how our life will be in the future. So I want everybody to think about where you are right now. Like, you wasn't always in this position, right? Like 6 months ago, everything that you did 6 months ago has something to do with you being where you are right here, right now. True or false? And true or false, what you do right now has a lot to do with where you're going to be in the next 6 months, right? Now, we know that every day not promised. We can't get back yesterday. What can we control? Right? We can only control right now. We can only control what we do today, what we do this hour. And it's about compounding those activities, right? Compounding your learning. Compounding, like, meeting people. You'll be surprised on what a relationship of meeting somebody, how far it can get you versus the work, right? A relationship, talking to the right person or getting tapped in with the right people, a lot of times can speed up the process of the work that you think you had to do to get to a certain point. Does that make sense? Right? Like my man was talking about Byron and the mobile home guys, right? Now, if I didn't have that relationship already, it would take me a while to figure out how to lock up a mobile home deal, how to sell this mobile home deal. What price do I need to be at? But just from a relationship, one text message saves so much time, effort, and probably money, right? So getting in the group, you'll be surprised. Getting in the community, just always meeting people, right? Always putting in the work. So just going off of that, do we got any questions? Just period.
First of all, I want to say that was straight fire, my brother. That was very, very good. I wasn't expecting that. That was fire. That was very good. Appreciate you, man. Does anyone have any questions for Mills? Let's get some questions going. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself. Ask as many as you can. Anyone that's always texting me asking questions, ask away. Chris Mills is the.
Yeah, right. Let's talk about a couple different things, right? We're talking about wholesaling houses. We're talking about licensing. We was talking about wholesaling land. We was talking about AI. We was talking about like where to find buyers, sellers. We can talk about scripts, like what to say to people, how to negotiate, how to come up with like. There's a lot to talk about. I want to ask anybody.
This is Amber, by the way. How you doing?
Hi, Amber. How you doing?
I'm good. Great, man. My first question actually is going to be about mobile homes.
Okay.
So if you could pretty much give us insight on the differences between mobile homes, like searching for mobile homes versus whole infill lot. Like, could we do the same approach, or how do we calculate? Is it ARV? Talk to me. Explain, please.
Yeah. So I don't really like to teach on experts, like on things that's not my expertise, right? Because I really learn as I go. So this mobile home deal, this is really one of my first mobile home deals that I'm, that we're working on. The two that Ozzy is getting locked up today. And the best person to ask about mobile homes would be Byron, Home Elite Investors. I can tell you what I know. What I know from Byron is that most mobile homes that's in mobile home parks, they don't own the land. The park owns the land, right? Mm-hmm. The mobile home owner has to pay a lot rent for their mobile home to sit on that lot, right? So the owner owns the home, but they don't own the dirt under it. Unlike real estate, when you own the real estate, you own the home that's on it, dirt, the ground under it, and the air rights, surface rights, all the way above to infinity, right? With a home, you have a deed and a mortgage. With a mobile home, I believe you can go through a title company, but from what I understand, deeds get recorded like type stuff with like the DMV. Like the DMV, DMV plays a part. You know what I mean? With mobile homes, right? Then you have like manufactured homes. I know the year, make, and model like a car, and that's how they kind of treat mobile homes in America. They treat vehicles because they're movable. You can move them. They're not attached to the land. You know what I'm saying? So they're kind of treated like a vehicle, when it comes to title. Like it's a title. It's not really a deed. It's a title. You get what I'm saying? So, and then we run our marketing like for the inbound system. We pay a significant amount of money in ads and Facebook ads and Google ads and SEO for our marketing to go out to attract sellers into our CRM. Now, but I don't know which ones is going to come in from. Now, Florida, I see Tampa in a 100-mile radius out of Tampa. I see that there's a lot of mobile home sellers in Tampa. If you work in Florida, like there's a lot of mobile home sellers. So it's not that I'm really going after mobile homes. It kind of stumbled upon my desk, if that makes sense. If it was up to me, I really wouldn't go after them for the sense of wholesaling. I would go after mobile homes in a place to park my wholesale capital, right? Why? Because rents in 2025 is definitely at an all-time high, right? Real estate is super expensive, right? It's coming down a little bit right now with all the market adjustments, but real estate is still fairly expensive versus what the rents can go for. Mobile homes are not, right? Mobile homes are not expensive. Like the ones we got locked up, I think the lady want 10K for it, the other guy want 30K for it. But those homes are in livable, like beautiful condition. They can rent for $1,200 to $1,500. Now, anybody who knows anything about investing, you know that the number one thing about investing is the ROI, the return on investment. You know what I'm saying? So we know that the formula for ROI is profit divided by investment, right? And it goes on an annual basis. So if a mobile home is bringing in $1,500 a month times 12 months, that's $18,000 in gross revenue. Everybody agree? Everybody agree with that? Right. Now we divide that by the investment. That's not the profit, but we'll go gross. Let's say, I mean, and then look, you got lot rent, stuff like that. But just for teaching purposes, let's say, the profit is 12.5, right, for the year. So you divide that by the investment of $10,000 that we had to pay the lady, right? And you drag the decimal point over 2 spaces to the right. That's 125% ROI. Does everybody see how I came up with that? Right. Profit divided by investment, and then drag the decimal space. Now, if I park that $10,000 in the bank, right, in 12 months, how much is that bringing me back? Right? We all know the answer to that. But if I take my 10K and I park it in this mobile home, and I'm getting 125% return on my money, what's that? 10,000 plus 125%. My 10,000 just made $22,500. How many more times do I gotta do that, right? So it's like, let's say you made $100,000 in a month wholesale. Is it smart to keep it in the bank for 12 months, or is it smart to go and buy an asset that's got a super high return on investment with very little risk, right? So, I try a lot of stuff. I tried the Turo business, right? And I wanted to leverage my credit, cash flow in the Turo business. And it was going good, right? We were making like a $12,000 profit every single month. We had like 9 cars. We was doing our thing. But I would also notice that people would tear my tires up, or they would crash the car. They get chased by the police. They get impounded. You know what I mean? All these different stuff would happen with the cars. But it's like, it's not fun. Like, I gotta do too much management, right? I'm like, yo, I leverage that same credit or leverage that same capital to go buy an income producing asset without that many variables, like a mobile home. That's very cheap. That's very, don't stay there. Most people who buy mobile homes stay there for a long time anyway, right? And if you got a mobile home and you got a straight gutted, right, and you got to put all brand new floors, kitchen, bathrooms, coming from Byron, the most you gonna spend to make this thing look like 2025 condition, depending on the size of the mobile home, is about 20K, everything. And I may even be a little high, probably more like 15K, to do everything and make it look like HGTV. You know what I mean? Granite countertops, beautiful floors, beautiful kitchen, stainless steel appliances, beautiful bathroom, like the whole 9, the floors, right, hardwood floors, like the whole 9. So I would like mobile homes as not something to like wholesale all the time, but as an avenue to say, like, if I was gonna get $1 million and I wanted to park it somewhere safe that brought in a decent return, I would definitely utilize the mobile home. That's definitely a super long-winded answer, but I just like to put certain things into perspective when we talking about business. Because a good ROI, guys, for any investor, like starts at 8 to 12% is a decent ROI. That's 8 times what the bank, 12 times what the bank is bringing an investor back on their money by just sitting their money in the bank. The S&P 500 on average does 10% return on invest. So even just parking it in parking your money in the S&P. True, Robinhood, if you not even using it, they got this gold, they call it like the gold package, but for $5 a month, if you ain't pick a stock yet or pick a crypto, you can park it and it's gaining 4.9% annual return every year just before you even pick a stock. 4.9%.
Wow.
Right? So when we're thinking about what we're going to invest in, right, we all come here to be investors. I mean, when we think about what we're going to invest in, we want to kind of risk and reward. I like wholesaling over fix and flip. I've done some fix and flip, and I've had bad taste in my mouth from it. I got to deal with contractors. I got to deal with inspectors. I got to deal with realtors. I got to deal with pulling permits. I got to deal with the city. You know what I mean? Code enforcement. You got a lot to deal with for a $40,000 and 6-month turnaround. And I still got to pay taxes on. When in 6 months, I could have wholesaled 100 deals with no risk, no inspectors, no appraisals, no realtors, no city, no code enforcement, none of that. They're like, Mills, you've been in business 9-10 years. Why you don't flip? I weigh risk versus reward. I'm an investor. I don't like to lose money. Grant Cardone say it's 3 rules in business. Number 1 is don't lose money. Number 2 is don't lose money. Number 3, don't lose money. Long-winded answer. Go ahead.
All right, VG had a question. How do you find buyers so quickly? I have been trying to find some in Homosassa for 2 weeks now, but no luck.
Yeah, that's the easiest one right there, right? When you got a good deal, and you posting the deals in the right place, the buyers are flocking to you. Right? Facebook Marketplace and Facebook groups, I know y'all hear it all the time, but I mean, I can only speak for myself. It's the next to MLS, right? But MLS, we got to pay a realtor, right? Is Facebook Marketplace one of the best places to find buyers? And then outside of the computer, just being behind a computer, like go outside. You know what I'm saying? Eventbrite.com and Meetup.com, will tell you what real estate events is going down in your city every single week, every single day. There's somebody having a networking event, class, or something. And what I like to do is I like to go in them places, right, with my shirt with my Mills Estates on it, right? And my business card. Business card's kind of old school. We got a little business card on the phone now. They just like tap it and they get all your information and stuff, right? But have your networking materials ready and talk to people. Shake hands, smile, let them know what you do, what value you bring. Hey, my name is Chris Mills. I find off-market properties in Cleveland, right, at a discount. Are you an investor? Are you a rehab? Are you a developer? Are you a fix and flipper? If so, I would love to show you some of the deals that I'm working on or that, I would have coming up. And if you are, let me know your criteria. And if it's okay, give me your contact information. That way, when we do have a deal that comes up in your criteria, is it okay if I add you to my buyers list and shoot it over to you? Right? So starting to build your buyers list in person, like, can be gold. It's hard to trust people over the internet and stuff, right? You want an edge? Go in person. Go to these meetings, right? If it's an hour from you, drive over there. You see a networking event pop up on your phone, register for it. You see a webinar class, jump in. You see a school community that's $30, $40, $50 a month, hop in it. I bet you it's other wholesalers in there. It's other buyers in there, right, who are always looking for deals, always looking at JV. Most of the deals I got right now is all JV. I don't need the whole piece of the pie. Give me a little section of that sweet potato pie. On a whole lot of them. Yeah, we gonna eat.
That's real, y'all. Yo, so what he's saying about Meetup, That's a fact, man. My first deal I got from Meetup. So, if y'all watch my YouTube at all, y'all probably know this already. But I was about to lose my first apartment. Well, it wasn't my first apartment, but I was about to get evicted, and I was able to close a deal in a week and a half and make $5,000 and save that. But that deal was a sinkhole property, right? And about a month before this, I was on Meetup, and I seen that in Tampa there was some real estate events. Still popular to this day, Tampa REI. And I went there, connected with a lot of different investors, got a lot of different business cards, and one of them said, I buy sinkhole properties. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now, I was just driving for dollars, and I was just calling. Well, this leads, actually, my wife called, because at this point, it's like 8 months in, and I was about to give up, honestly. I'm like, man, I'm tired of this. Like, maybe this ain't gonna work. While I'm talking, my wife ain't even listening. She's just making calls, and she got a call back, and they left a voicemail, and it was someone that wanted to sell. So we went over there, and he told us it had a sinkhole. So I went home, ran some numbers, and the next day, my wife went by herself, because I actually worked at T-Mobile at this time. She was able to, get the contract signed, and then I hit up this this sinkhole buyer, and the buyer was like, yeah, let me come see it. So he came and seen it, and was like, I'll give you $105,000. Well, I had it under contract for $105. I was like, man, I really wanted 115. Can you do, 110? I got the agreement in my car right now. We can sign it. He was like, I'll do 110. Bam, $5,000. A week and a half. Was able to save myself from, being evicted. And that was my first deal. And after that, I got another deal 2 weeks later, $10,000. And it was a manufactured home. All right? For real. It's a manufactured home. So he's 100%, y'all. Find the meetups in your local area. And VG, if you haven't put those deals on Facebook Marketplace, go to Facebook, click on Marketplace, click post a picture of it, post a short description. You can just search other lots on Facebook and see what they posted on their description. Post the same exact thing. Or just hit me up and I can just send you with the post. Right, but post that thing on Facebook Market. You will get a lot of people hit you up. Now, I'd say 75% of them are going to be like nonsense, but you're going to find 25% a good buyer, right? Also, post it in every single real estate group in Florida. There's a lot of investor groups in Florida on Facebook. Post that thing in there. When you have a deal, that's the best, because you just post a deal and then they flock to you. And now, if they don't flock to you, it's not a deal. You don't have a deal.
You already know. Hey, y'all know my line. Boys chase girls, money chase deals. How bad boys chase girls, right? I tell people, when nobody be in this Discord and Pops ain't chase mom. And he probably chased a dad to get her to. You know what I mean? And it's like, money will chase a deal just as bad. Think about what we was just talking about. Money needs a deal to grow. Think about a rich person problem. I had a rich person call me today. Because I went live on TikTok last night showing how we get deals from AI. And it's like, yo, man, we got a big problem. We got so much money, and we're about to get hit with inflation, right, and taxes. Right? Who knows that 10,000 ain't the same 10,000 5 years ago? It's not. Right? Don't buy the same things. 100K 10 years ago is not the same 100. It used to be cool to say that you made 100K a year. Now you go find a job to make 100K. I mean, it's like, you have to make 100K just to live. You know what I'm saying? Everything over that is if you want some plus. But just to live, niggas gotta make 100K. You know what I'm saying? So, Cat hit me up, and that's another thing, y'all. Use this social media stuff. I don't care about what your hair look like. I don't care if your face ain't beat. Yo, go live. You got a deal under contract? Go live and talk about your deal. Show your
That's
deal.
fire.
Show why it's a good deal.
Wow.
Show why it's a good deal. You know what I'm saying? Especially TikTok. Look, TikTok is not like Instagram. And I just found this out 2 weeks ago. Right? TikTok is not like Instagram. See, I think TikTok is only for doing the mustard on the beat, like, we seeing that all like, you know what I mean? All the dances and I'm thinking that's all TikTok is for. Yo, business people on TikTok, not just LinkedIn, not just Facebook, not just Marketplace, right? This buyer, yo, he telling me, yo, they got 8 figures sitting. They need deals. They have to have deals sooner than later. Matter of fact, the call was so fast, yo, you would think we was talking on 3x. How fast the dude was talking, how fast I had to respond. Like we had to, cause he got to hurry up and go find more deals so he can put the money. Like time is against him right now. You know what I mean? Buyers want y'all deals. They want to pay you an assignment fee. They want to buy your deals. You got to, right? You know what I mean? You got to have multiple ways to push out deals. You got to go out there and talk to them. Like Brandon said, hit them meetups, man. All right, use TikTok. Go TikTok live. Go on TikTok live. Show your deals. Go on IG live. Show your deals. Post your deal. Do a reel about why your deal is a good deal. What's the return? I just showed y'all how to calculate return on investment. You probably already knew that, right? But how to calculate return on investment. Show why your deal is a good deal, right? And don't just do it one time. McDonald's market still every single day. McDonald's marketing all day. They marketing. They're the #1 restaurant chain company in the world, and they still market every day as if they just launched today. Right? McDonald's the #1 real estate owner in the world, and they still pushing what you call them folks who own it but don't own it.
The
Franchisees.
franchises.
They're still pushing to get more franchisees. And they don't need no more. You know what I'm saying? So if we just getting started out in business, what makes us think that we shouldn't be posting our business every single day, all day, when the best of the best is still doing it? You know what I'm saying? Now, we ain't got them big marketing budgets like they do, you know what I mean? But we still got free resources to market. We still got free resources to market. We should always be marketing. ABM should always be marketing. Right? Always be marketing. Always be looking for a deal. Always be making offers. Right? And then not just one type of offer. Don't just lowball Ms. Jones. Hit Ms. Jones with a seller creative financing offer. A part of our questionnaire. Can I share screen?
Yes, you can.
That got me hyped. See, it take me a while to get hyped.
Now you speaking fire right now, brother.
Once I get Panit, no, nigga be yelling. He'll be monotone. Start yelling like a. Let me just show y'all something. Let me know when y'all can see screen.
Yeah, we can see.
You see everything I'm doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
This ain't like.
Ooh, that's fire.
All right, bet. So what we do is we market on Facebook. Well, this for my student. This is Reva's. Reva is CTS Solutions, Cash Talk Solutions. And we made her little logo for her. We did a bunch of different ad copies for her.
That's crazy.
On Facebook Marketplace, right? So that she can attract sellers into. I mean, not Facebook Market, but on Facebook, and IG and Google, right? So that she can attract. So when people up late night, and if they are in her demographic, right? So you can pick like a 50-mile radius, 100-mile radius from any area. Like I'm in Tampa, so I'll do like a 100-mile radius from Tampa or whatever market that you want to do business in, right? We do like a 100-mile radius. So anybody who's within a 100-mile radius that ever typed in their phone, Google, Facebook, or anything that they're looking for an offer on their house, they want to know how much their house is worth. If they even mention the word house, land, or anything, they're finna start seeing Reva ads. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually they're gonna click on the ad, and it's gonna take them to her what we call a high converting landing page. Right? So this is Reva's. This is one of her copies. This one of her copies. Now, we run a couple different ad sets just to see which ones perform better. Now, when you marketing, you know that colors matter. True or false?
Absolutely.
Right. So white is pure. White is like people trust white. Jesus wears white. White robe. They talk about he wear white robe, white woolly hair. You know what I mean? I don't know what that face is they done made on all this. You know what I mean? That's marketing, but they say Jesus' face like fire. Like it's bright. I mean, it's white light, white. You know what I'm saying? So marketing with that. Yellow, right? Yellow is a good marketing color, right? So we try different ad sets to see which ones perform better, and then you'll put your ad dollars, or Reva put her ad dollars to the one, more ad dollars to the one that's performing better, a little less to the ones that's not, right? This is Ricky's. Ricky is G1 Property Solutions, right? So we got a little house, whatever. His colors is white. I tell anybody, whatever color that you do, we always gonna incorporate white in it. I don't care what you say. Ricky like, man, I want to do blue. Bet we're gonna do blue and white. Ricky said, I want to do green and yellow. All right, cool. We're gonna do green, yellow, and white. Right. So we always gonna incorporate white in there. It's a trustworthy thing. It's part of marketing, right? And then we trying different things. Try an ugly house. Try a pretty house. Right? Try different wording. Sell your house fast and easy. These is going out all day, every day, all night while she sleep. People are seeing her ads. Right? Always be marketing. Right? So should she do this or do cold calling? Should she do this or JV? Should she do this or do AI generated offers on listed properties that's been on the market 90 plus days? It's like, no, you do this and this and this and this and that and this and that and this. Let's see how fast your pipeline can fill. Does that make sense?
That's fire. And real quick, yo, when you do stuff like this, now you're creating a business, right? Let me explain why. It's because when you're just out here cold calling yourself, you really just created yourself a job, right? But when you have money and you put that money to work in something like that that's doing its own job by itself, right? And then the deals come to you, now you're taking your business to a whole nother level, right? And then when you start, you have an assistant that's like an acquisitions person, or you hire an acquisitions person and they get those leads, now you're paying, your money's working even more, because now you're going to be paying her from the deal, not even up front, from the deal that she locks up and sells, right? So your money is working all over the place. So that's also like when you have money and you're investing it into a business that's working itself, that's another great investment. Like he was talking about earlier, investing your money into mobile homes and things like that. When you're investing into your business and growing your business the proper way, where all the parts of the puzzle are working, right? Now you have a freedom where you don't really have to do much. You can just manage it depending on how much you've scaled it, and your money is working for itself, right? So that's fire. Those ads are fire. I definitely got to tap in with you, brother, for that and for my funnel. I was just thinking about my funnel hard like 2 days ago. Need that ASAP. But that's fire, yo. One thing I wanted to explain to you, right? Why because he was saying earlier, not even just like 5 minutes ago, how these investors want to buy your deals, right? How many people here understand how money works when it comes to businesses, right? What I mean is when you work a job, a 9 to 5, they take your taxes up front, right? But when you have a business, when you are an LLC, they don't. Your job is to spend all your money before the end of the year, right? But you don't want to just spend it on anything. There's certain things you can spend it on that the government will be like, okay, that's a good spend. You spend it on that, you ain't got to worry about paying that taxes on that money. Real estate is one of those. You make $1 million and you go spend $1 million on real estate, you pretty much made $0 that year, and you don't have taxes, right? Now it's not that clear. You got to talk to your CPA. Don't believe everything that I say. Go talk to them. But that's pretty much how it works, right? And then they have things called cost segregation studies, right? So not only can you spend your money on real estate and save money on taxes, but then you can do this thing called cost segregation study, where it breaks down every part of your house and all of the items in the house, from the windows to the doorknobs to the faucets to every single thing in your house, the moldings, everything becomes a dollar amount. That's also you can use as deductions on your taxes, right? So this is how people like Donald Trump and all them don't pay taxes, because they can go buy one building and then everything in that building becomes a dollar amount that subtracts from their revenue, making how much they really made damn near nothing, and they get paid and they don't have to pay taxes, right? So you have wealthy people out there that are searching for deals. There's only so many houses and plots of land out there. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of land, right? But there's only so much good land. land that's actually valuable right now, land that you can actually do something with, right? And there's only so many houses built right now, right? So a lot of investors are fighting to look for these deals to buy from whoever, right? I have this seller right now that I believe Salico sent me. Salico, you sent me Andrew, right? That was you. Right? Okay, he kind of cut it off. But one thing about him was a couple things about him. He wants a non-refundable deposit, and just the way he's saying it kind of is like, I understand why, but he thinks that he's gonna get that money up front, and I'm like, nah, that's like a red flag for me. Like, no, first of all, we're not gonna do a non-refundable deposit, and second of all, even if we did or someone does, they're not giving you up front. There's a whole process, there's title work, right? But dang, where was I going with this? I totally lost my train of thought while I bring him up. He said something to me, and damn, I'm so sorry. I totally lost where I was going. Either way, when it comes to taxes, they need to spend their money, right? So there's plenty of buyers out there. You just really got to find them and build those relationships so that they can trust you and want to buy everything that you find. Anyway, so
I forgot that was the question. My answers be so freaking long-winded, bro. It's ridiculous. Y'all cut me off if I just get to dragging.
Nah, you're not dragging at all. What are you talking about? All right, who else got questions out there?
Oh, let me show you something how that goes past that. Y'all write that question down for sure. Don't forget it if you had one. But I just want to show you like why that is so dope. Why that's so dope, right? So once they click on the ad, they come into your CRM, right? And we like to use Go High Level because it's super user friendly, right? So there's different columns set up. Like when it comes in, it'll come in either as a new first day, or to come in as an appointment, right? Appointment requested. Now, thank God to Ozzy, we don't have any appointment requested, right? Now there's an offer made, they're in negotiation. This one was Ozzy's as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, under contract, closing on the 20th. Congratulations, bro. You know what I mean? Like, once they go from Facebook to see the ad, now we take them off the platform, right? Take them off of Google, off of Facebook, off of Meta, off of Instagram. And then we move them to our platform. Then they go to the landing page. Well, hold on, I skipped the whole step. They go to the landing page, right? So once they hit the ad, now they go to the landing page. And we build them out a couple of different ways. Like this is Troy's, First Coast Capital Group. This is his landing page. Get your cash offer in minutes. Boom, boom. Right? We buy your house, any land. Buy your house and land, any condition. Right? Get a cash offer. This why you should work with us. Fast, easy process. Like we got a trustworthy landing page. As if Troy is this huge company. They don't even know Troy just started like 2 weeks ago. I mean, Troy got testimonials. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I couldn't be happier with the service I received from Troy. You know what I'm saying? And then once they get an instant cash offer, and they'll put in their information and put in their phone number, right? Why are you looking to sell? Let's say downsize, right? They consent to receiving text, that type stuff. They get my cash offer. I'm showing y'all the seller side of it.
Hey, Barbara, can you mute yourself right now?
Get cash offer. I don't know why that's taking so long.
She probably can't hear me.
No, that's not true.
I don't know what's going on with that. Let me put it in here.
So cute like this.
Now I'm required. What's going on with that? It might be internet. I don't know. But it'll basically go. It'll take them to book an appointment. Hey, somebody can mute her for me. Oh, you can't mute people.
I did, but I guess it only mute. Oh, there we go. Let me
Detention.
mute server mute. There you go. All right, she muted now.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, word.
I don't know why this is not going to. Oh, there we go. Okay, bet. But then it goes for the seller to book an appointment. So now when we call them, like, we're not scared. I know my man was talking about, man, I'm getting hung up on and hanging up. Well, you can't hang up on me if you set the appointment. I didn't call you. You calling me. True or false? Right. So they set the appointment, and then I make this questionnaire super long on purpose. Right? If they go through this entire questionnaire and they book an appointment, now if they come into my CRM, they a motivated seller or not. Right. And then we get all the answers to the questions that we're going to ask on the phone already up front. How much would you take on the cash offer for a house? You know, one lady put 12.5. I thought it was a typo. Ozzy. We thought that man wanted 125. It was 12.5 for real. Are you flexible with your asking price? For elderly people, right, they don't want to type too much. So you got to keep that in mind. When we was building this, we was keeping that in mind. But user-friendly purposes, right? Drop downs. No, I'm firm on my asking price. Well, are you open to discussing creative? Right? Yes or no? How soon would you like to sell? Right? We give them easy step how they can just go all the way down. Why are you selling? You know, downside, address to the property, whatever. Right? Email, phone number. Now the info to the property. Does it got a garage, basement? How long have you owned it? What's the current condition? What kind of repairs does it need? Is there anyone living in the house? Owner, tenant, vacant? And then most importantly, right, is it listed with a realtor? Right? Book an appointment, boom. Now we got a hot, certified lead, just fresh off the grill, you know what I mean? Ready to be ate. It's already seasoned, already marinated. It's good. It's ready to eat. It's ready to eat. So like for this one that came in. It's things like you just appreciate that round of applause. Also, what else helps your wholesale business? Automations. And we could see where it came from. Like, okay, when did she see our ad and where did she see it? Right? She saw it on social media. Right? At what time? 1 o'clock. And she submitted her form a minute later. The contact was created. Right? The appointment was booked by 1:27. It took 7 minutes for her to go down our process and now come into our CRM. Right? I got her email already to send the offer if I need to. I don't have to ask for it. Right? It's already in there. Phone number, everything ready to go. Automatically, as soon as she she sets her appointment, she receives a text message from me. But not from me, from AI. Hey, this is Christopher Mills with BB Home Buyers Group. I just received the info you submitted about wanting to sell your house, Lilium. I am here to help. Do you have some time to talk about this right now? What's even cool is the system will call her, right? She'll pick up the phone, and then the system will call your cell phone, and say we have a live lead on the other line. Press any button.
Damn,
to
that's
be
fire.
connected live.
I said, damn, that's fire. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, my bad. Right? But if you want to, let's say you're scared to talk on the phone for whatever reason, right? Or she's not responding immediately, right? We hit her with an email. Then the system had already got workflows in it for them to follow up with her. Hey, thank you for booking an appointment to talk about your cash offer. We're currently operating virtually. So we'll have a phone or a video meeting. Your date is set. One of our team members will follow up with you just to confirm the appointment. We have everything that we need from you, right? And then eventually, she's going to keep, every time she don't respond, she's going to keep getting hit, until what? Until she responds. Now, if you got to go off memory, you may miss this lead by only hitting it up one time. 2 times, not enough. It took the system like 4 or 5 times before hey, I'm moving to a place near my daughter. I'm looking to sell when? ASAP. I gotta go by the end of the month. Right? Now we call her. Hey, what's up, Lillian? Boom, boom, boom. Ozzy called her. Right? Got the whole rundown, built rapport. right? Super, super nice lady. Before he called her, we already got all the information on it. Right? Yeah, I'm flexible on ask price. I gotta sell as soon as possible. No, it don't got a basement. Fair. What kind of repairs it need? Got a roof, but it needs wall repairs. Is it listed with a realtor? No, off market. Amazing. Right? How much do they want? 12.5. Open to discuss creative. Yes. At 12.5. Still open to how motivated is this seller that she clicked on the ad, went to the landing page, filled out a long questionnaire, responded to a text, asking 12.5, also open to discuss creative financing, and says that she need to move ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is just one way. Should I just do this? Right? It's like, no, do this. Keep cold calling. Keep sending out auto generator, like on and on and on and on. Any questions on that?
Yeah, I think you can I think you can unshare your screen now.
What system are you using?
That's GHL.
First number.
Yeah, GHL. And GHL, a lot of businesses use GHL. My fault, bro. A lot of businesses use GHL, like not just wholesaling. Like one of my students, Daryl, he was using GHL for his life insurance business. I mean, for the credit restoration business, for the funding business, like GHL is popular, throughout the business industry to use to cultivate leads, automated follow-ups to make sure that your pipeline is always full and always getting followed up on, so you don't miss no leads.
Yeah, GHL is huge. A lot of the CRMs out there that they're selling other real estate companies are built off of GHL. Even when you go to if you go get your nails done at a salon or something like that, a lot of them are using GHL for their customer database, taking payments and all that stuff.
Yeah, like how you think you receiving them promos for Bath and Body Works and for Temu and that ain't they got a rep emailing you. That's automations, workflows, GHL, like that's what they're using. Go ahead, brother. I know you got a question, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, you just opened my mind with what you just said about pitching seller financing on off-market properties. So if we don't agree to a price, I can still let's say I'm off $5,000 or $10,000. I could still use that as a secondary, right?
Yeah, and you can even offer them over or asking or over what you was gonna offer. We can do your price. We just gotta do my terms. Like we'll give you your asking price, but you're not gonna get the whole thing up front. And you're not gonna get it right now, right? We'll give you a down payment, right? A monthly payment, and then we'll figure out a time to pay it off. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you so much.
Yo, Mills, show them your deal sniper. Yeah, bro, show them your deal sniper. Yo, by the way, everything he just showed you about the marketing, if you have some money and you want to pause on cold calling for a little bit and get some inbound leads, yo, he will set this all up for you, right? So shoot him a DM, chop it up with him. If you have some money, he can set it all up for you. And you'll have inbound leads now. That's a whole nother level of business. But if you got some money, it's worth it. You see what he got going on in his CRM. And Ozzy, you can have a conversation about what he's been doing. And Ozzy's in Puerto Rico, y'all. That guy is in Puerto Rico in paradise right now doing his thing in his real estate business.
Virtually, 100% virtually.
I'm actually super proud and happy for Ozzy. Let me explain why. Because Ozzy slid in my DMs probably a year ago wanting to make cold calls for me. And my dumb self was so passive about letting people just join and cold call with me. Right? I started doing it later on as I started having conversations with I don't even remember when this was, but having conversations with Eli, seeing what Chris Mills is doing, right? They all take their mentees and teach them by putting them on their dialer. Right? That's genius because you guys are learning, you guys are able to make calls. And you are also helping us. So they have pretty much partnered up, and now they're just making money together, y'all. So I'm so happy for Ozzy. He's doing his thing. Keep grinding, keep killing it, brother. And tap in with Mills if you want that type of marketing. And what he's about to show you right now, fire, y'all. You can definitely take advantage of this play because what Aldo said is true. And I've been doing this too for a minute, but this new deal sniper really made it so much easier, right? You don't want to just offer a cash offer. You want to give them all of the options. You want to recommend that they list it with a realtor, right? You want to recommend all of this stuff, right? And then you take advantage of it because not everyone wants a cash offer. Most people are not going to take a discount, right? Okay, no problem. Well, hey, are you interested in listing it on the market? We can get you that top dollar. It just might take longer. And they're like, nah, I don't really want to listen on market. I'm not that, whatever. Okay, well, I do have another option for you. We can do this. This will take away all your liability and headaches, and you'll still make some money up front. You'll get a cash flow, and we'll cash you out the remaining balance in a couple years. Right? This new system that he got is going to show you how to do that on a whole nother level. And then we'll probably take a couple questions after that, and then we'll go wrap it up because we are at an hour already.
I was gonna say something.
Say
All right,
it.
cool, whatever. I will get it in. I bet. So most of the time when we hear about wholesaling real estate, like it's notorious for just being off-market deals. In my career, I've probably, other than nowadays, like now since I got the AI and the deal snipe, I've been doing this for 9 years, and the only way that we've been getting deals under contract, family, was cold calling, door knocking, sending out yellow letters, bandit signs.
Bandit signs.
And right, bandit signs. Eli's the only one who documented the process so well in the beginning, bro. I really kicked myself in the butt for not documenting the process in my mid-20s.
That's so real, bro.
All right, 2016.
That's where he's different. Like, something about he took advantage of social media hard from the get.
Hard.
Yeah.
Hard. But yeah, so I only had like a handful of deals that actually came from on the market until I found out about this AI software, right? Because think about why wholesaling doesn't work for deals that's on the market. If somebody lists their property on the market, usually they're trying to get what it's worth. We know as a wholesaler, only way that we can wholesale a deal is if we get it at a deep discount. Not a regular discount, like a deep discount, right? Not only is there room for us to make money, but the investor who we selling the deal got to make money too, right? Unless we're doing novations, that's a whole nother story, a whole nother day.
Yeah, whole nother day.
Whole nother day. But, right, so when I found this concept out and I was able to get, my first deal locked up from an on-market property using AI, and like I said, in my career, I've only did one other deal that's been listed on the market, coming up. I know that this works. And we talked about seller financing. That's the whole reason why this makes sense, right? Is because if a market been on a property for super, super long, right? Let's say 90 plus days, 180 days. Is there some motivation there for them to sell it for cheaper? Or, like I told y'all, we hit them with the 3-part offer, right? Hit them with the cash offer. If they don't like that, hit them with the seller creative finance, right? And if they don't like that, right, we'll list it. But if a property has been listed with a realtor and they're still not getting the cash offer, or a buyer who's gonna come and live in it and raise their family in it and all that, they need another option to sell their property, and that's where creative finance comes in. Now, when it comes to doing creative finance, we know that it's a math problem, right? You got to come up with a sales price that makes sense, a down payment that makes sense, a monthly payment that makes sense, a balloon, if any. What's a balloon? That's when the total purchase price that you agreed on is due, right? And then are we paying the seller 0% interest? Are they getting the interest on their payments? Right? And then that's on the seller side. And when you go over to the buyer side, it's like, what's the cash flow? What's the return on investment, the ROI? What's the cash on cash return? What's the numbers when I refinance this thing, right? What's it gonna make in year 1? What's it gonna make in year 5? Like AI does all of this already. Y'all let me know when y'all can see my screen.
Can't see it.
right? Hold on, I got you. And then I'm gonna share this on
There we go.
we on TikTok as well. He said, "Dang, I thought you was Nipsey." Boy, going with something. The Nipsey, the RP Nipsey.
You live on TikTok? Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm live on TikTok. We got 23 people that came in already. So for my TikTok people too, and for the Discord, we're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through this demonstration. All right, bet. So here's an easy way for a lot of you guys to get your first wholesale deal or your next wholesale deal under contract in the next 30 to 60 days without really having to do too much. Like if you got 30 to 45 minutes a day just to do this part that I'm gonna show y'all, you can be pushing out 20 offers a day in 30 minutes. That's 100 offers a week. 100 offers a week. 4 weeks, that's 400 offers a month. In 2 months, that's 800 offers, right? In 60 days. Now, prove me wrong that out of 800 offers, and what we talked about when we first got on the call, right? We're not getting our deals because we're not pushing out enough offers. We're not pushing them out fast enough, and we're not pushing them out long enough. And we all agree to that, right? Well, if I could show you a way to push out offers in literally like 30 seconds, how many can you push out in one day if you just set 30 minutes to an hour, to the side? You know what I'm saying? So here's what I want y'all to do. I want you to go to redfin.com, and I want you to pick a market that you want to do business in, right? Let's say it's let's say Tampa, right? I don't want to use Tampa. Let's use Cleveland. Tampa a little high. Let's use Cleveland, right? Now it really works well with metro areas. I wouldn't type in like Wesley Chapel or Brandon or Lawrenceville, Georgia, or Savannah, Georgia. Like I would do areas where there's a lot of activity going on. Does that make sense? And what you want to do is you want to go to the filters, right? You go to the filters and remember what we're looking for. We're looking for a motivated seller, right? So time on Redfin, we're looking for people who've been on the market at least 90 plus days. To all my 50 people on TikTok, 90 plus days, right? So there's 318 homes that's been on the market for 90 plus days. So we're gonna hit the check on that. Now, if you wanna be cute, you can go multifamily. This works really, really well with multifamily. It helps out with cash on cash return, with the return on investment, because it's more units, it's multiple income. I mean, but just for teaching purposes, so we can keep the list big. It's going to include multifamily and single family. So you're going to get them all. For teaching purposes, let's say we use this one right here, right? I want y'all to time me. Go. I'm going to copy the address. I'm going to go into the AI software called Deal Snipe. I'll give y'all the link when I'm done with the demo. I'm going to hit paste. I'm going to hit search. Compiling. Within seconds, I already have all the information to the property. I'm gonna hit create a financial offer. Right now, about the mortgage, you're just gonna hit no. Boom, offer is ready to go. A seller financing creative offer is ready to go, already underwritten with your assignment fee, with the rent, monthly payment, down payment, HOA if any, and a price. Can y'all notice something about that price? Y'all notice something about that price? What y'all notice about that price, Discord?
It's $12,000 more.
It's $12,000.
Is that including your fee?
Nope, not yet. I'm gonna get to the part with the fee, right? But you know why you can't wholesale the property on the market? Why wholesalers is not locking up these properties? Because they lowballing the agent. They lowballing the seller. Of course they're gonna say no. They don't want your lowball offer. If they wanted a lowball offer, it wouldn't be active for 90 days, right? But we're going to hit them with something different. We're going to hit them with a creative finance. So we're going to offer over asking so it entices them, right? Now, no, they don't get the whole 132 up front. What they're going to do is they're going to do what's called a seller holdback or a seller carryback or create a note, whichever. It's a lot of different terms for it, right? So the title company going to create a note. They're going to get a down payment of $9,000 down at closing. And then they're going to receive an amortized monthly payment of $412.80 a month and then we can close as soon as March 20th. In the email, the AI already breaks it down to the realtor of what type of offer this is before we even send it. Hey, deal realtor's name, we're really excited to present an offer to you, and it already got the address included. Please note, this is not your typical cash or conventional offer. However, we believe that this type of offer will allow your client to maximize the amount of capital they will be making on the sale compared to a traditional offer. Here's the terms. Let's discuss how this could be a win-win situation for both you and your client and me. I'm available to go over the details at your earliest convenience. Best, Chris Mills Estates, right? So what you're going to do, you're going to hit copy to the clipboard so you got that copy. Now, where do we make money at? We're going to make our assignment fee on the down payment, family. On the down payment, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to market this deal to the meetups, right? The investors we meet at meetup, right? We're going to market it to our buyers list. We're going to market this. We're going to JV with other wholesalers who have buyers who are looking to do what? Like that guy I was talking to earlier. He has a money problem. Not a shortage of money, but a plethora of money that has to get cash flow, right? And so Deal Snipe will even underwrite it for the buyer. Here's the cash flow based on what? Based on all the variables in this deal that's already been calculated by A. Here's what Section 8 is willing to pay for this deal. Vacancy rate of 5% minus that. Repairs and maintenance, average of 5% minus that. Property management, if any. Some investors don't need property management. They can manage it themselves, right? But if you want, add the 10% in there, right? And then watch this. You add the 10%, it automatically will calculate it. You know what I'm saying? CapEx. What's over here? This is when they go and refinance it with like a DSCR loan. What's over here? This is the part that matters to the buyer. You know what I'm saying? This part matters to the seller. Right? We're knocking out two birds with one stone. This part matters to you. Right? That's how you throw your sauce on top. What if I want to make 10K on this? What I'm going to tell my buyer? Right? Or if I want to make 4K, because the Deal Sniper already calculated the ROR and the cash on return for 4K. All you're going to do is you're going to take this assignment fee and you're going to throw it on top of the down payment. So at closing, the seller gets 9K. The buyer gets in for, what's that? $14,000 or $13,000, right? And then we get a fee of $4,000 after we get our yes. Does that make sense? Now, why would the buyer like this deal? Because cash on cash return, meaning that for under 20 grand, they can get a cash flowing property $469 a month times 12. $469 a month times 12 divided by the investment is the ROI of 42.81% ROI. Is that good? Is that bad, good, or amazing?
Amazing.
Amazing for the buyer, right? So no buyer's gonna tell you no on this deal. A seller may tell you no, but a buyer's not gonna tell you no. So the only thing that I need y'all to worry about is pushing out enough of these to get what? A yes. And if you ain't got a cold call to get a yes, if you ain't got to spend marketing dollars to get a yes, if you ain't got to do that whole inbound deal system, spending $30 a day on ads to get a yes, right? You can just use AI software and push out 20 of these a day. That's 100 of these a month. That's 400, 100 a week. That's 400 a month. That's 800 offers that's going out in the next 60 days. Prove me wrong that your first deal under contract. Let's go through it again. Let me know how long it takes me. Let's pick another one. Let's pick, and then we'll do questions. TikTok got questions, but TikTok, this ain't y'all time right now. I'm on Discord, y'all. My fault. I apologize. This for my boy.
You can definitely answer the TikTok questions.
How many offers before you land one? You can land one in your first 20. I'll show you one that we landed in our first 20 offers. But I want you to bet on not getting it in your first 20 offers. I want you to get in the habit of doing something that a lot of people don't want to do. It's called work, right? So you want to, my bad. I don't mean to be that type of way. I'm sorry, yo.
Not as real though.
You want,
No, that's
you
true.
want to put, Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You want to push out enough. Like, yeah, we got AI. Yeah, it's cool. You know what I mean? But you still got to do a little bit of work. Now, it ain't that much. You copy and pasting. I don't think I typed anything except the market that I want to play in. You know what I'm saying? But look how fast these offers is ready to go. That one's ready to go. I want to do another one. It's going to be ready to go. All right. Go back. When we go back. Boom. Let's say we want to pick this one. And I'm literally only doing this with one hand. Y'all probably going to have two hands when you do this, so you'll be a little faster than me. We're going to copy, paste, boom, hit search, scope, add just to the properties, ready to go, boom, create a financial offer, ready to go. Ready to go, full breakdown, full return, everything's ready to go. Everything good and ready to go. Now, how do I push this out to the realtor? Well, you're going to copy this. You're going to copy the email. You're going to go back and see who the realtor is, right? So Nicole Garcia and Squire, so they tag teaming on the deal. They at the same brokerage, right? You're going to copy her email, put it in Gmail. I don't have to show y'all how to do that. Copy her email, put it in Gmail, and copy the offer and send. How long did that take?
2 minutes.
2 minutes tops with one hand. Probably do it in 60 seconds if I have both my hands. Right? And then once you start to get the flow down, you're going to do it in like 40 seconds. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do it in like 40 seconds. For my people on TikTok, if y'all need access to this, just click the link in my bio right here. Right? It's going to take you to my link tree. You want to hit join Deal Sniper. And we also add people to the Deal Sniper Discord. Right? And literally, guys, for only $1 a day, prove to me wrong that you can't get your first offer in 60 days, right? With sending out 20 offers a day. It take you 60 seconds to send out one offer. If you got 30 minutes, you can send out 20 offers a day, 100 offers a week, 400 offers a month, 800 offers in the next 60 days. Please prove me wrong and tell me you can't get your first yes that equal $10,000 to $20,000 by just wholesaling a deal that you built. Right? You built this deal. Now with the Discord, y'all already in my people who in the Brandon Discord, y'all already in Brandon Discord, but you can be in the Deal Snipe Discord. My boy Sean, he does nightly trainings every single night on Deal Snipe. We provide the contracts on this. Brandon actually helped us make it a lot cleaner. The contracts that we have available in the Discord is now a lot cleaner. I'm actually sending that. I forgot to send it to Sean, B. I'm gonna go ahead and send it over to Sean so that they can provide everybody in the Discord
do it.
super clean contracts, and I'm gonna give you your props on that too. Appreciate that, big dog.
Appreciate you.
You know what I mean? Q&A, support, and dispo. Sean hit me up today and said, "Bro, we need help with dispo. We got so many these students. It's over 300 people in the deal snipe. We got so many deals under contract. We need help with the dispo. Can you please train my team on how to do the dispo or dispo them yourself, and we'll pay you a cut of the leads that come in." There's so many coming in now that we need help dispo. So if you need a buyer, we got buyers already. You know what I'm saying? $1 a day, y'all. $1 a day to use this joint. So no, you ain't gotta spend all that money on this right now. Right? You don't need all this right now, especially if you just getting started. I'm not bringing nobody up on live right now, Lean. I ain't bringing nobody up on live, ready? You know what I mean? You don't need this right now, right? You can still do your cold calling, pull in your list from PropStream or whatever, but on the side, just for 30 minutes a day, on the side, just add another way to get sellers that you can wholesale deals to. Somebody said, "Can you show me a real life example of this type of offer getting accepted?" Right? California, do it in California. Even if you can't do it in California, you can virtually wholesale. You can pick any market on Redfin that you want. You don't have to pick out. You can do any market on Redfin, right? Just make sure that the property been listed for at least 90 days or more. You want to get cute? Go 180. You want to get cute? Go 180. Even more reason for them to accept the seller financing offer. But be expecting not to get your first one under contract in the first 20, 100, 200. Send out 800 to 1,000 offers. Then come back and complain to me that you didn't get a yes. Right? So if your inbox don't look like this, I don't want nobody complaining that they ain't getting no yeses or no deal. right? If your inbox not looking like this, and I'm gonna have to get a whole new email like Brandon for these offers. You know what I mean? If your inbox don't look like this every single night, don't talk to me about nobody not getting no deals. I want to see the work. Document the process like we just been talking about, right? So let me show you an instance where this worked. Because somebody asked me on here, they're like, why would so you do deals and I'm looking to buy? For sure. DM me your buying criteria. If you a buyer, DM me your buying criteria. All right, so AI had pushed this one out for me on Garland, right? And AI came up with this 203 purchase price, seller finance 189, down payment 14, monthly payment $700, right? The realtor responded immediately and said, good morning. I would actually need closer to a 20K down payment, and the property just appraised for 215. Unfortunately, I'm losing a lot of money on this home. I would need to at least be at 215 in order for this to work, right? Now, as you can see, AI was not too far off. True or false? Y'all can come off mute. Let me know on the Discord.
True.
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 Real close.
Real close. Like I had to test my dog Calvin first. Like before I start marketing somebody's software or whatever, I gotta make sure it work for me first. You know what I mean? And then even Brandon went in, like I showed Brandon had to go and double check too. So we done triple check this joint. Brandon, is it pretty accurate?
Nah, it's definitely it's fire, yo. I'm using it. My assistant, his assistant, all sending out every single day.
Every single day, right? So she countered me, right? So I said, and then she said, please call me, like hurry up, like I need to talk to you about this, like call me, right? Now, why would somebody keep asking me, why would an agent or a seller accept seller financing on a home that they're trying to get cash for, or FHA or conventional buyer? Because I'm losing a lot of money on this home monthly. What's due every month? Her mortgage. Market 90 days. That's 3 months of mortgage that she got to pay every time. Every time a month goes by and she not selling this property, it's costing her money. True or false? That's why she wants to tell me yes.
True.
So I said, look, let me do this. Let me go back to my partner and see what I can do. So the whole reason why I picked that market is because I know I got a buyer in that market, right? So I went to my buyer and all I did was copy and paste the terms that she sent me. Only difference is I added my assignment fee, right? And I say, hey, bro, I say, can you do for this deal? I say, can you do 215? The seller gonna hold back a note for 195. They need you to put down 20K down and make a $700 payment. Now I'm bringing you this deal, so I need $5,500, and we need to close on it before the 13th. Let me know what you think about that, bro. Right? He asked me some questions about the loan. I went and got it from PropStream, right? And then he came back and said, yeah, so fast. Okay, yeah, man, let's get it. I'm interested. I just need an inspection so I know it needs to be repaired. I know my buyer. I know Ryan. Right? Once he said, yeah, let's get it, boom, boom, like he ready to drop the cash now because he got the same problem that a lot of rich people have. He has money that's sitting if it's not tied to a real estate deal. He needs this deal. She needs to sell it. I need that $5,500 for playing the copy and paste game and using AI for that 20 minutes I sent out that 20 offers. I need my $5,500 in 20 minutes. 5,520 minutes at the job, bro. We playing copy and paste, dog. And a nigga done shortchanged himself because Ryan said yes way too fast. I probably could have got 10 bands in 20 minutes sending out the 20 offers. Do y'all agree with that? He ain't
Agree,
even counter me.
100%.
He ain't even counter me. He ain't say like, oh, I can only do 25. I can only pay you 25, dog. Like, man, I can't do 20K down. I could give her 15. You might have to come off of like, he ain't do none of that. He said, man, what's the mortgage rate? What's the interest rate? What's the estimated balance? Okay, yeah, bro, let's get that. I need that. I'm interested. All right, I just need an inspection so I know what needs to be repaired. How can I get started? All right, y'all, this for TikTok. TikTok, go click the link in my bio. I'm going to take you to my link tree. You're going to hit join Deal Sniper, the Discord, right? And literally for $1 a day, you can have access not only to the Deal Snipe software, but we're going to add you to the Discord where we have nightly trainings. We do Q&A. We supply contracts. right? And we provide you with buyers for your deals. If you need a buyer, I got buyers. If you need a buyer, my boy Brandon in here got buyers. We got buyers. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, link in the bio for my people on TikTok. I'm finna end the live though, because I'm on Discord. I'm teaching right now. Right? Comment done when done too. Comment done when done. So I know y'all got into the Discord. Comment done when done. Right? So you're gonna click right here, join Deal Snipe, right? And over here, literally for $1 a day, prove to me that you can't get your first deal in 60 days. If you only got 30 minutes a day, and it took me 30 seconds, 60 seconds to send out an offer. 20 offers a day, 400 offers a week. 20 offers a day, 100 offers a week, 400 offers a month. That's 800 offers going out in the next 60 days, and it only costs you $60. Prove to me you can't make your first 5,500, whatever. And like I said, I definitely shortchanged myself, right? I probably could have definitely made a $10,000 profit by copying and pasting and sending 20 offers that day. All right.
You could have. Hey, I wanna add to that, Mills, if you don't mind me, brother.
Man, for sure, my brother, please.
Yes, this is the lowest barrier to entry. This is the way I got my first deal. So just to prove to whoever said they want to prove this is definitely legit and it works. Just wanted to add that.
Yo, so
And my math is off too. Buddy said that's 500 a week. You right, buddy. That's 20, 46. No, that's 100 a week, partner. That's 100 a week, not working on weekends. My math, right? Well, I'm fire in math.
y'all, let me explain one more thing to y'all, right? So I know a lot of y'all originally knew me for just land, right? And a lot of y'all came in here to learn land, right? But I didn't start off with land. My first 5 deals was a house, a mobile home, another mobile home, a plot of land, and then another mobile home, and maybe like 2 other houses, and then a couple more houses, and then a couple more lands. But then I connected with Eli, and then I just got into land, right? And I still do land deals. But I love doing houses. I love doing just real estate. I love real estate, which is why I went driving for dollars. And I still do. Because I just love it. I love seeing landscapes. I love seeing houses at different times. I just love it, right? This way that he's telling you right now, you can do this in damn near all of the United States, right? So with land, especially the way that we do land, you can only really do these infill lots wherever builders are building houses, right? And builders aren't building houses in every state, right? That's why Florida is one of the most popular or one of the most popular, states when it comes to these infill lots, because so many people are moving here, they're building new builds, right? Other states have been developed for years. I'm talking about hundreds of years, right? Places like New York, New Jersey, the East Coast, a lot of these houses are older, right? They have houses that are older there. They're not really building too many new stuff. So with this, you can make offers, these creative offers, anywhere. Anywhere that you know that investors are still buying fix and flips or rentals, which if people are, living somewhere, there's going to be rentals there. There's going to be investors, buying buy and hold rentals. You can make these type of offers just about anywhere. All right. So this is definitely something that y'all can take advantage of, and is another route in the real estate game that you can use. And especially for only, that $30 a month to be able to get that system. The first day he showed me, I got it. Right. And I have my assistant sending offers right now as we speak. Chris Mills' assistant is sending offers. And she's been sending offers. Why? How I know? Because I get a bunch of notifications for them. Right? So, yeah, if this is definitely possible, you can make money with land. You can make money with houses. You can make money with creative deals. You can make money with the mobile homes, manufactured homes. You can make money. There's so many different ways to make money with real estate. If you have a license, like Mills does, I have a license. I need to establish it. Barbara has a license, right? You can list properties. That's like not the ground level, but that's one of the most popular things in real estate. When you think about real estate, it's like, I got to get my license. I got to be an agent, right? You can definitely do that. But there's so many other ways. And these creative offers, I literally spent, I think, like a couple $1,000s to pay a mentor. His name is Brian Rigbu. Love this dude. He taught me so much, right? He taught me how to do what that system just did right now in how many minutes? A minute. He made an offer in a minute. This guy taught me how to create these offers, how to calculate them, how to do all of this, right? Creative deals. I paid for a whole mentorship. I got his whole course. Y'all, this thing just does it automatically, y'all. So for anyone that wants to, expand their offers, tap into that. Send out these creative offers. Spend, like he said, if you can send out, spend an hour and send out 20, offers in an hour. If you spend 5 hours, send out 100 offers in a day, and send out 505 days, who knows who will say yes? You really just got to find the right seller. It's the same thing with these cash offers, right? Not everyone's going to say yes. You're going to get way more no's than yeses. So that's real estate in general, right? Unless you got a lot of money just making retail offers, then they will say yes damn near all the time, right? But that's not what we're doing. So this gives another opportunity for someone that doesn't want to take a discount to get actually even more than what is possibly worth at that time or what is listed for over a course of time. And they get monthly payments, which a lot of people, if they don't have any type of liability on this house now. If you get a rental property, yes, you'll get monthly payments, but you're also responsible for that rental property. If something breaks, if something happens in the rental property, you're screwed. You got to pay for that to be fixed. You got to, you have to pay for that to be fixed, right? Or if you have a rental property and they stop paying for rent, then you're screwed. Then there's holding costs and all that. Whereas a seller finance deal, if you offer that to a seller, right, and she says yes, now she is making or he is making monthly income on a property that they don't even own anymore. They don't have no liability anymore. So that's a benefit for this seller, right? They can get something down up front. They can get some monthly income, and they'll get paid off a fat check in about 10 years or less. That can change. You can negotiate all these terms. So this is definitely another way that you guys can make some money in real estate and send out a bunch of offers. Let me scroll up. I know we got some questions. Y'all, we finna end pretty soon, but I will answer some questions. I know we had a couple. Let me go up real quick.
Hey, Brandon, I got a question, man.
What's up, Clayton? Yes, ask away, and we will answer.
All right, so basically, with this creative finance, we're not responsible for the payments on the house, and it's the buyer that's really responsible. We're just getting off the top from the deal, right?
Mills, you want to answer that,
Is that
brother?
correct?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, we're just taking our purchase agreement and assigning everything that we promised the seller over to the buyer and getting released from all liability over the deal once we make our assignment fee at closing. We are now hands off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Brandon, I'm definitely interested in that, so I'll talk to you about that later.
Of course. I think he also just put the link in. Did you?
I put the link in the chat. I just figured out how to find the chat, y'all. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just like technology illiterate. You would think I'd be smarter with all this stuff.
Yo, Zach, can you mute yourself, brother?
I just found out where the chat was.
Hey, I have a question. Great information, great software. All of this is definitely awesome. Are you making contact with the realtor or with the realtors or the owners by phone before you send us an email? Or are you just sending the offers out?
You just want to just produce massive volume. No, that'll take too long. It would no longer be 60 seconds to send offers, right? Now, if you want a competitive edge, right, at the end of the day, after end of your hour, after you send out all your offers, then you can go back and say either text or a call if you want a competitive edge and say, hey, I just sent you and your client an offer over asking price. It is creative. Let me know if your seller would even be open to it, to an offer like that.
Okay, thank you.
That was a good question. So ultimately, we're just sending these offers directly to the agent's email, y'all. There's no really need to call the agent. There's no need to call the seller. None of that. All right, because the agent that's what the agent's job is to list this property and to receive offers. All right, so the second that we email them, they're like, yeah, send me your offer, and then I'll present it. Or like the person that he had the other day, it will curse him out like, no creative offers. Da, 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 da. This guy was probably the most disrespectful realtor I've ever heard. But send them emails. That's it. Send them emails.
Then he's like, as a licensed person, you can't send offers to Cleveland. But guess what? The way it's written, the only way it can technically be an offer is if it's in contract form, signed by the buyer and all that. So it's technically not an offer. It's more of a LOI, right? It's more of it's really not even an LOI, a letter of intent. It's more of just an email, just me asking the question. It's not even an offer. It's just a question. You know what I mean?
Joshua.
That was my next question for you, because I saw that in your emails. You're letting people know you're a realtor, so you don't get any pushback from that.
It actually kind of helps me, because then I can just say it's not me, it's my client and I have to send this offer in case they be pissed or whatever. And that's another thing that y'all may want to do, right? Is look at the description. I learned this. Look at the description in here. Y'all can see my screen? Look at the description, and if it says no seller finance, because then Brandon, when I look back at the listing that the dude was being rude on, it literally said no seller finance. So that offer should have never even been sent out to them in the first place. So before, it's like when you come down and see who the realtor is and you get their email, if their email is not here, that's fine. Just copy and paste their name and brokerage and put it in Google and go to their Facebook. Their email is there. But look in here and just make sure it doesn't say not accepting creative, no seller. Like, just make sure. It just takes a second to just skim, look for seller creative, no. All right, bet, send it. But no, I think it gives me a small little edge, because if they want to talk noise to me, I have to say, like, look, my client told me to send this offer. By law, I have to send the offer. He told me to send it. Like, I have to send the offer.
Also, y'all, this is, I have my license, but I haven't had it active since I got it, honestly. But I could only imagine that having a license and like the way his email is all laid out, that's so professional, right? It looks so professional, and they know, this guy's a licensed real estate professional. Whereas damn near 75% of the wholesale sellers out there aren't professionals at all, right? They're just beginners. Not you guys, but I'm saying a lot of them are beginners, and they don't know what they're doing, and they sound like they don't know what they're doing, right? So you want to sound like you know what you're doing, which I tell a lot of you guys, right? You don't have to know what you're doing, but you want to sound like it, or come to one of us and we can take over the deal and still cut you out or teach you how to say the right things at the right time, right? But so many people are trying to do this without getting any mentorship, without doing any research on YouTube, without doing anything. There's a lot of people doing that, right? They'll go on to TikTok and they'll see Chris Mills, and then instead of paying him to be able to teach them the right way, they'll just, shoot their shot, which is cool. And that's exactly what I did and exactly what anyone should do. But the issue is that now there's a bad name and a bad taste for a lot of wholesalers, right? So I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying you got to do what you got to do. Go and get it. But having a license, that perception immediately is like, this guy's a professional. He knows what he's doing. He's a real estate professional. You got to pay every single year to be a part of the board. You have to take every 2 years. You have to take courses. You have to take a course just to become one. And it's not easy. I failed mine twice. And the second time I failed it was by 1 point. I was so upset. Then I passed it the third time. And then I realized, I don't want to sell other people's houses. But I didn't realize that there was so much more to real estate at that time, right? It was like 2 years later that I learned about wholesaling. And then I didn't realize that, damn, the license would benefit me in wholesaling and in all of real estate, right? So now my license is kind of expired and I got to re-get it again. Barbara. And then, go ahead.
My fault. Even if you don't have a license, like just something I showed y'all, like how Reva and Ricky and all these people like got their logo and stuff. Like you can just in your Gmail, you can get a logo made by like Fiverr.com or something. Get a your LLC name with a little cute little house with your colors, and then put that on your email tag every time you send emails with who you are, like your name, the name of your company. You got your logo on there, your title, right? If you're an investor or cash buyer or manager, management, acquisition specialist, and then your contact information, just to have an additional edge, right? So like you ain't gotta go get a license to look professional. You can just, like, people buy and flip properties all the time. You can go and create your business, your LLC, your logo, and then put who you are, your specialist, boom, your name, and your contact info on there, just to give you a little bit more edge when it comes to sending out email. Now, would I say, oh, you got to do that first before you start? No, hell no. Go get started, send out your offers. You know what I mean? But while you're doing that, if you want to continuously give yourself edges to help the numbers game, and that's all of this is a numbers game, is marketing, is ROI, what you're dishing out versus what you're getting back in return. That's all this is.
Joshua, you asked the question. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Did someone say something?
No, me, my fault.
Oh, no, you're good. Joshua, so you were like, so technically this is 100% sending offers, which is what every mentor preaches, versus the lead, skip tracing, text, cold calling, all that. You're 100% right, man. That's exactly what it is, right? Because what we do with off-market deals is, if they're off-market, you have to go find those first, right? So you have to pull a list, you have to reach out just to see if they're even interested in the selling, right? What we're doing with this, what Chris Mills has came up with, is using Redfin, so it's already on market, but you're targeting specific on market properties. You're targeting properties that have been at least 90 days. These deals are just sitting there. Why are they sitting there, right? Because no one really wants them. So we're going to give them a creative deal where they can make some money monthly upfront, and it'll be beneficial for a buyer, cash buyer, right? So this is just another way to make a lot of offers and not have to do, like you just said, all of that other stuff that we do with regular wholesaling houses or land. Will this work with land? Probably not. Well, it can in one instance, right? So one thing that not everyone that buys these deals are going to rent them, right? Another exit strategy for on the buyer side, right? They can do this deal, the seller finance deal, put a down payment of $20,000, right? And pay them monthly, right? But their plan can still be fix and flip, right? So instead of having to buy the house for, $200,000, put $60,000 into it to be able to sell it for, whatever it'll be worth afterwards, they can create this creative deal with the seller so that they only have to pay them, $20,000-$30,000 up front. Over the course of that fix and flip, it might be, 3-4 months. They're going to pay that monthly income to the seller, right? They'll spend the $60,000 and then they'll flip it. So instead of coming out of pocket, $200,000 plus the $60,000, they're only coming out of pocket, $20,000-$30,000 plus the 60, right? And then they can flip it and then just pay off that balloon in like 6 months, a year, instead of the whole 10 years, right? So not everyone has the same exit strategy. So that could possibly work for land, right? And how it would work is we would create a creative deal with the owner of the land, right? And then the person that's buying the land will go ahead and build a house on the plot of land. They'll sell the house, and when they sell the house, they'll cash out that owner again, right? So it works out for both. The owner is not going to be receiving $600, $700 a month for 10 years. They'll only really receive $600 a month for, however long it takes to build a house. And then they'll get cashed out the full balance. But that's ultimately what they wanted to begin with, right? So there's a lot of different options, a lot of different creative things that you can come up with in your head. And as long as it can make sense on a piece of paper, then it can happen, all right? But that's like a whole nother level of deals. Anyone else have questions? Because it's getting a little late and we're about to hop off. I think I'm having trouble. I've been trying to say something. Maybe it's my phone. I'm a licensed agent in California for states that require you to be licensed to wholesale. Do I have to be licensed in that particular state, or does being licensed? Yeah, nah. You would have to be licensed in that state if I believe. Do you know that?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you got to be licensed in that state, but
Yeah.
I mean, I just wouldn't do business in that state. There's 40 other states that allow you to wholesale.
Yeah, what he just said.
It's in that state.
All right. You only you worry about the controllables. If you can't control it, then that's not the state to be in, right? VG, what's up? Go ahead and ask.
I had a question earlier when you said network with local people, on Eventbrite or Meetup.com. I currently live in New Jersey, but I do virtual wholesaling in Florida. So how does that work? Like, can I obviously can't drive to Florida.
I mean, you
on a
can.
weekday or- Yeah.
No, but even if you go to meetups in New Jersey, they may not just be buying in New Jersey. They may be universal buyers and buying any market that got a good deal. Just because you go to the event in your town, it don't mean they just buy in town. You want to go out there and see, what's their criteria, what markets are they in, and multiple people are gonna have different answers. I mean, so you can still do that, one, and then two. You can go to on Facebook Marketplace and just join different investor groups, rehab groups, fix and flipper group in Florida, other wholesalers, and join their groups, and then ask them what their criteria are. Let them know that you got deals there or whatever, and you can post your deals in those groups as well.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's real, man. What he just said. And think about this: if you go on PropStream right now and pull a list of properties that are owned by LLCs, right? The mailing address for a lot of those are not in the States. They're somewhere else, right? So, and then I know a lot of the land that I find is owned by owners from New Jersey, from New York, right? So definitely go to some of the meetups over there and tap in with some of those people for real. That was a great thing. I didn't even think about that. That was a great answer. Appreciate you, Mills. Do that.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Joshua, I'm adding homes to my marketing. This just literally made it not so overwhelming to do homes, and at that on market where the deal is sitting. Yeah, man, you just got to send out a lot of deals. Now, I will say this, right? Don't give up on land. Don't give up. Don't never quit, right? Land works, houses works, it all works, right? If you weren't able, I'm saying not to you, Joshua, but to everyone that's sitting here right now, if you have not been able to get a deal on land, right, you're probably not going to get a deal on houses. Let me explain why. Because not getting a deal has nothing to do with land or houses. It has everything to do with your mindset, your action, right? How much action are you putting out in there? Faith without works is dead, y'all. Believe it and then go take action, right? So, go hard on whichever you choose to do, whether it's just regular wholesaling land or houses, whether it's creative deals, whatever it is. Make sure you learn first, because I don't know if you know about houses. We still want to know a little bit about houses, right? So make sure you're getting the proper knowledge when it comes to flipping houses, and then just go hard, y'all. Go hard, go hard, go hard. Take action, massive action. That's the key, y'all. Massive action.
Hey,
One
y'all,
last
my bad, real quick. Just then, while we just sitting here, another lead just came through the inbound system.
Wow.
That's fire.
Go ahead. That's sidebar.
That's exciting, though, man. Look at that smile on his face. It really is, y'all. Yo, I can't tell you, all day today, I've been on the last week. Like, I've spent more time on my desk in the last week than I have, like, all year. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I've been doing deals all year. Literally, there hasn't been a month. Last year, I think only 1 month I didn't do a deal. This year, I realized I only done 2 or 3 deals all year. I didn't have any in February. And I'm like, damn, I'm actually starting off slow. That's what happens when you get a big fat deal. You're like...
That's the guy who just closed a $30,000 check.
You're right. But,
That's like 3...
That's true. But,
10K for that we done been here.
That's true. That's very true. So, and I did a deal with Amber, but I've spent so much time on my desk, y'all, just doing real estate. I love it. You have to love it, right? Love it. Believe that this is what you do, and go do it. Go hard every day. Like Chris just posted on his story today, right? He's like, gotta love the entrepreneurship. It was a video of him and his 2 kids. He's sitting down with his 2 kids. But one thing that I peeped was what was on the TV.
Ooh.
I peeped that. What was on the TV? Y'all, his kids ain't watching Disney right now. He ain't over here watching, car videos on YouTube or watching some comedies thing on Netflix. Yo, he was watching a podcast. Yo, every second of your day needs to be focused. All right, focus on your business, focus on your mental health, your spirit, and your knowledge in your business. All right, filling yourself up with more knowledge. But if you're not taking action with that knowledge, then it's pointless. All right, Chris is taking massive action on everything that he learns, and y'all are too. Look, I know, actually, half of y'all already doing deals on here, and like four of y'all I've done deals with. Jonathan, we locked up a deal and a buyer wants it. Who was it? The other one? VG sent me like 5 deals and 2 of them signed agreements today. All right. And I know that one of my buyers are going to want them because they're decent deals. So it's just a matter of going hard, yo. Chris, how old are your kids? My kid is too young for podcasts at the moment.
I have a question, Brandon.
What's up, brother?
Hold on, wait. The lady had a question. We had cut her off. My fault, bro.
Yeah, you'll be next. Which lady? VG?
Hi. So I was just wondering, for someone who does not have any real estate license, what signatures would you recommend? Is it okay to just address yourself as a real estate investor?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, or you can take the pressure off of yourself, right? And you could just make yourself like the acquisitions manager, or
that's what I call myself today. I said I'm the land acquisition specialist.
Yeah, because then when it comes to negotiation, it's like it's not my call. Like I go check with other people and make sure that it's working. And it's like this is the best I can do because this person, you get what I'm saying? It's not my fault. Take the pressure off of myself is because when it comes down to negotiations, they gonna try to be your best friend. Like, yo, you can do that. I know you can. Come on, help me. And it's like, look, you know what I mean? I can't. I'll put you. Let me see what's the best I can do. Let me go talk to my team. Let me talk to the finance department. Let me talk to my partner. Right? It's okay. I put you on a brief hold so we can look at the comps with my team, and then we can collectively come up with the best offer possible that we can for you.
Yo, you heard what he just said? That's fire. And I know all of y'all that have been talking to me. No, that's exactly what I tell y'all to say. Right? When they give you a number, don't just automatically agree. Please stop doing that. Do not do that. Right? Try to talk them down. If they don't want to come down, be like, okay, so you want this much? Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Let me go talk to my partners, my financial team, and see what we can do. Right? Let me run some numbers. What he just said. That's the key. And then add on top of that. But if I go do that and we can get your number, are you ready to move forward as far as getting an agreement in place? If I can get your number, if I can do that, are you ready to move forward? Because I'm not going to go talk to them and you're not ready to sign. They will say, go ahead and get me that number and we'll sign agreements. Now you got them to agree to a number and you got them to agree to sign. That's all verbal. If they don't sign, they're messed up. Right? At that point, you call them up and say, hey, I sent you the agreement. And also let them know, hey, there's a 48-hour window on these deals. You know? And there's explanations for that also. But, y'all, this is fire. This is definitely fire. And then, Aldo, what's up? I know you had one.
I had another question. Oh.
We'll take you right after that.
Yeah, go ahead, Barbara. Go ahead.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that. What a gentleman.
So my question was for Chris. Once you get an offer accepted by the realtor, and you draft up the contract, You're using it under your LLC?
I am, yeah.
Okay, and do you put the assignment clause in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And the buyer may assign and thereby be released from any further liability under this contract.
Okay, and then typically, how long are you doing the due diligence for when you're doing that?
I would like 21 days, but my whole thing is, typically I put 14, 15 days because if I can't find 15 days, because if I can't find a buyer in 2 weeks, I don't have a good deal.
Okay, and then what's the standard EMD you're using for the seller financing in the creative finance?
When I was broke, I used to put $10, but I put $100 now.
Okay, and you don't get any pushback on that?
I haven't. I mean, okay. I can't. Can a lot of y'all?
Chris.
I'm receiving. I just can't talk and not show, bro. I just can't talk and not show. That's just not something.
Chris, so when these conversations that you're having, like right before you send them this agreement, all right, is it usually through text message or usually on the phone?
With the realtor, you talking about off market, or we talking about?
No. Like an owner, a regular owner. You're about to send them an agreement for, or yeah, any of it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we would want to do it over the phone, right? We definitely is way better over the phone, right? We only get a small number of people who don't want to negotiate or talk over the phone. Most sellers, we can get them on the phone. It's best always to do your offers and have them verbally commit.
Yes.
When people say, I got a verbal, right? It came out of their mouth, right? Now, the only tough thing about verbal is I can't hold them to it. I ain't say that, and I ain't got nothing documented that they said.
Hey, I got a question for you, Chris. So when you when the seller's on the phone, is it best to get them under contract while they're on the phone, or
it is?
Because don't let them hang up. Get them under contract while they're on the phone.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't control what you can't control, right? But I would push the envelope harder than a bit to get them to sign while they on the phone. Like what's stopping us from and that's a part of what Brandon just said. You know what I mean? I got that from Steven Morales, one of the
Yes, me too. I tell them to watch him all the time. He's a beast, y'all. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Panit, we all watch Deal Desk. I used to binge watch Deal Desk a couple of years ago.
Me too.
I binge watch it. I watch every single episode, season 1, season 2. I go through Deal Desk all the way. And if y'all want to feel better and confident over the phone, go to YouTube and go type Steven Morales Deal Desk. And binge watch watch it like you watch your favorite Netflix series.
Yeah, I'll post the link right now.
Yeah, post a link for Steven, man. And he's super cool with getting people to sign over the phone.
Yeah, there you go, Steven Morales, Joshua. Yo, I've told y'all him a bunch of times. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Are you good? I changed my entire company script. Sound like Brandon did too. Changed
the whole
entire company script to literally match what this cat is saying verbatim on the pre-qualification stage, on the qualification stage, on the disclaimer, right? Yes, we are real estate investors, so we don't purchase every property that we look at.
Yep.
However, I don't want to waste your time or mine. We're gonna make cash. We're gonna make you a cash offer. It's not gonna be at retail value, right? If that's not something that you think can work, we'll let you know up front. Don't want to waste your time or mine, but if not, we do have a team of agents who can help you on the retail side if you are looking for more of a retail value. Does that make sense? Right? So that's already in the front before we even get, if they don't make it past there, I'm not moving on to the route. I teach my team, don't move on until they know that they're about to get a lowball offer. And if that's not something that they're interested in, we shouldn't even move forward with this conversation.
Hey, real quick, before you talk about what you're showing right now. Yo.
Nah, it's done. I just want to show her the $100.
Okay, cool.
$100, $20,000. Somebody on TikTok said that you can't do a deal with no money. I call it to make $20,000 no money. I call that no money.
Listen, y'all. This is the thing, right? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. There's a way that works, right? I am telling you. The reason I asked him, are you doing it on the phone or through text message? Because I know a lot of you are comfortable in text message, but that's why your seller wants a proof of funds, and that's why they're complaining about a small earnest money deposit, because they don't trust you. They don't trust you because they haven't heard your voice and you haven't built rapport yet, right? I'm getting, if I text them, it's just to see if they're interested. Immediately, I'm trying to get them on that phone. Why? So they can feel this vibe. So they can feel my spirit. So I can pray for them. Because most of them is sick. It always happens. And that's just me. Y'all ain't got to pray for your people. That God has called me to do that. So I'm not saying go pray for your people. If you do, though, just know fire is about to happen, right? But there's a way that works. Steven Morales, I've been studying him since 2019, right?
Same, me too.
Because he worked for one of the GOATs at the time in wholesaling. A lot of people don't know, right? Because he ended up with kind of a bad taste for a little bit. But Rafael Vargas, he didn't start wholesaling, but he was teaching damn near all the people you know today, right? And Steven was his acquisitions manager. Now Steven has his whole own operation because Rafael's doing his own. He's doing a bunch of other stuff now. He's still making a crap ton of money in Colombia right now. All right. But Steven Morales is a beast. I literally, because at the time, I ended up purchasing his course. He has a course too, and he teaches you how to do acquisitions. But before I purchased that, I didn't have money in 2019. I literally would watch him make calls over and over again, and I wrote down everything he said. Because he says it consistently over and over and over. He doesn't change it. You don't listen. McDonald's doesn't change their recipe from one store to the other. It's all the same, right? And if you notice one thing, a lot of the fast food joints all use the same beef patties. Yo, what works works. Don't go eat at McDonald's. It's not good for you, right? But if it works, right? You do not have to change. You do not have to reinvent the wheel, right? If it's not broken, don't fix it. You just got to gain up courage to go do what works, right? Get off the text messages, call these people, let them hear your voice, build rapport, feel some empathy, right? It's all emotional. I'm telling you, that's the problem is people don't want to get emotional. No, we need to get emotional. And if you don't want to get emotional, listen, I'm going to get deep. If you don't want to get emotional, it's probably because you're holding emotions in from your past. That's a whole nother story for Monday, right? Or Tuesday. But, y'all, go hard. Don't try to fix what's not broken, okay? Do what everyone else is doing. That's exactly why I asked Chris, does he do this mostly on the phone? Because I do it mostly on the phone. And all the GOATs do it on the phone. And they all do it damn near the same exact way. Why? Because it works. Okay? He doesn't have an issue with $100 EMD, right? I never get asked proof of funds. The only time I ever get asked proof of funds is from JV people that send me deals.
Never get asked proof of funds.
Right? I never. And again, I'm not coming at any of you guys, right? Because a lot of you have sent me deals and they ask for proof of funds, and I gave it to them, right? You can use doubleclose.com. They'll give you a whole letter, right? But if they're asking you for more EMD and they're asking you for a proof of funds, they don't trust you, y'all. Simple as that. So, watch Steven Morales. Watch RJ Bates. RJ Bates is a beast. There's a whole, Closers Olympics.
Olympics.
Yes, Closers Olympics. There's a bunch of closers that were just this was like a whole thing back in the day. Wholesaling was it. And they were creating YouTube videos. They were all coming together. They were all doing deals together. It was amazing. Right?
It's still on YouTube.
And it's still on YouTube. So go study. Feel yourself. Don't be watching Netflix if you haven't perfected your acquisitions. Watch Steven Morales. Watch all these people, right? And they're all on the phone. So hop on the phone, whether you have an accent and if anything, an accent might help you a little more, all right? Especially if you're Spanish and you can speak Spanish. Because there's a lot of Spanish people out there. Y'all, there's a whole market of people that speak Spanish in Tampa, in Miami, in Orlando, right? All over. And if you can tap in with them by speaking their language, y'all, they'll trust you damn near immediately.
That's facts.
Right? So, y'all, what video should I watch? Y'all, any deal does, my brother. Any. Watch them all. Not which ones. Watch them all.
Watch them all.
Word. Anyways, y'all, I really appreciate Chris. I appreciate you, bro. It's been 2 hours. Oh, go ahead. Anyone else? Let's take 2-3 more questions and we out.
Hey, Brandon.
What's up,
Great.
Clay?
Yeah, I got one more question now. With the creative finance, right? Who contracts are you? The realtors or ours? I mean, can it be assigned? How does that work?
So, Chris has a great contract that he gave me that has a creative addendum on the bottom that I've actually been using to do everything now. Because it's damn near similar to the one I had, just a lot more good stuff, like all the signatures and acknowledgments. So I can send you that. But, y'all, you can also just use the normal realtor agreement, right? If you want to just use that, you can definitely do that, right? Because there's a section that's when you're on the terms as far as the payment. It says purchase price, then it says down payment, and then it says other. You can put other seller financing and then put the amount there, right? There's already an assignment clause you could put. And then in the additional terms, you can copy the addendum that he got or attach that addendum. So really any agreement will work. You just have to make sure that you attach some type of seller finance addendum and break down those terms. But we do have a creative contract.
I like the one you cleaned up. I think y'all should use that one. I like that.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll put that I'm gonna put that in down here. I'm also gonna add it to my wholesale care package. Cause yeah, I've been using it too, y'all. This thing is fire. I'll show it to you real quick. And then anyone else have questions while I look for this?
Yeah, Brandon, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Hey, first of all, I appreciate you putting this together and inviting me to the group.
Of course, my
You
brother.
guys are dropping a lot of knowledge and the mindset or everything you said. I'm in the sauna right now, so everything you say, you gotta live it, you gotta breathe it, you gotta think about it all the time, and then it'll become reality. Now to my question. I saw a webinar, Carson and his brother, they were talking about doing mass messaging when it comes to land. And they talked about sending offers on text, through text messages.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, how do you send an offer and know that it's going to apply for that specific lot?
All right.
Do
So
you just send a blind offer and then come back, or is it a specific list of leads that you send blind offers to?
Chris, do you know? I'm gonna be honest. I don't do that. Right. I know. What I do is my cold caller calls, and then I was texting. I'm actually gonna go back to texting also, just so I can get more leads in, right? But I just text them like, hey, this person, you interested in selling this property? If they say yes, I'm hopping on the call, and then on the call, I'm building rapport, and then I'm negotiating, and I'm trying to get it under contract right then and there, or at least be able to get them to give me an email so I can send it. And I give them a 48-hour window to accept it, right? Now, a lot of, like, one of the people we did a podcast with, real quick, this is the agreement, just so I can stop sharing my screen. All right, so this is the agreement that we have. Very similar, sellers, mailing address, all that, description, purchase price, terms. I ended up adding 1 or 2 on here just for my other agreement, like this marketing one right here.
No, we can't see it. We can't see it, bro.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me see if I can just share that window. Can you see it now? Can you see it now?
Yep.
All right, perfect.
Yes.
So a simple agreement. I ended up adding a date that it was created. Seller name, that's all was there. This is a great agreement. All of this was here. I think I ended up adding this marketing term here. And I added one more thing that allows for an extension of this agreement automatically. In my agreement, if the title doesn't come back clear, it's automatically extended another 30 days. All right, so I put that up. But you have the signatures here. It says down here, additional terms will be added in addendum forms, right? Then you have these seller acknowledgments, which, like for instance, we seller above. This is just to make sure that they're the seller, they own the property. Sales price, I understand, acknowledge that I may be selling this property for less than fair market value. Giving up the equity because as us signing this, now we have equitable interest, which means we can market it. Buyer is a wholesale buyer who's purchasing for investment. They're acknowledging all of this, and I loved it. I'm like, oh, this is fire, all right? And then this is the addendum. Oh, this is a deal that I sent that was, see, so what I did is because I wanted to use this agreement, I separated for myself the addendums from the thing. But I know I sent out another one. I've been sending out agreements like left and right.
For Richie, seller financing offers. Ooh.
Yeah, this is my original agreement that I used for land. But give me one second. Is this one? Hurry up! Why is it doing this to me? There we go. Come on, load. Bam. So this is, y'all can see, right? This is the addendum 1, and then these are the terms. This addendum to this agreement is made between the sellers of record and me. This is the date. This is the property. This is the seller finance offer. Breaks it all down. All right, I send it to them. This is to, actually, I gotta follow up with this person because this was sent yesterday, I believe. But that's the agreement, right? So I'll go ahead and add that to my wholesale care package. I'll also put it in the Discord for you guys to be able to download. But back to Aldo. Now, some people, what they do, Aldo, is they will send a text message, right, with a link. And the link will have an agreement for them that they can review and sign, right? Some people will automatically send out mailers with agreements. One of the people we did a podcast with is sending out damn near like 50,000 agreements every month, right? He has a list of leads, and instead of a cold caller calling them, he's just automatically sending a whole contract to that address, right? And then it says, go ahead and sign this if you agree and send it back. That's what he does, right? So a lot of those are blind offers through text messages, through mails, right? At this moment, that's cool. But me, I like to hop on the calls and I like to build rapport, right? And I'm looking for other acquisitions people that have, my type of vibe, my type of spirit, or just a good spirit in general, to be able to do that, right? Or just salespeople, right? I'm looking for someone that can take my position and do that. Now, one thing that Chris told VG is act as an acquisitions person, right? 100%, right? Always do that. You'll understand that this is a business and your business has different departments, right? You don't want to call as an owner because of what he said. Then they're going to know that you have the sole decision on how much you pay. Call as the acquisition manager. And just know, because if you want to build a job, then build a job. But if you want to build a business that you can one day quit and have running by itself, you need to know all the different positions. And acquisitions is one of those positions, right? So is dispositions. Anyways, of course, Aldo.
Hey, I appreciate the answer, bro.
I appreciate you, my brother.
Thanks.
I appreciate you.
Thanks a lot.
Anyways, y'all, I really appreciate everyone. Chris, I appreciate you. This was long. The next one is not gonna be this long, y'all. But
Nah, bro. Ooh, bro. I got you. We good.
I feel you. So do I. I mean, it might be. Who knows? I honestly love doing this kind of stuff, and I can keep going, but we gotta go. We gotta go. Real quick, I want to pray for everyone on here, and then we gonna get out of here. So if you got, go ahead and yes. Father God, I thank you for life. I thank you for this opportunity to be on this call. And I thank you for Chris Mills and all that he poured out, all the gems that he dropped, Father. And I ask that people on here learn. I ask that you give them understanding. And I ask that you give them courage. And I command any fear that is in or around them to disappear right now in the name of Jesus. Father, I thank you that deals are falling on their lap. I thank you that opportunities are falling on them, whether it's real estate or what their real purpose is, Father. I ask that you open up their eyes that they can see, open up their ears that they can hear. And I command any demonic forces that want to bother them to disappear. Any negative energy, I remove it. And God, just have your way in their life. Show yourself and be glorified. In the name of Jesus, amen.
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 Hey,
Amen, brother.
Amen. Amen.
hey,
Man, thank you, Brandon.
come on, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate
Yes, sir.
y'all.
Appreciate
for,
you
know,
guys, man. Thanks a
Thanks,
lot,
Brandon.
man.
Thanks, Neil.
Appreciate you guys, y'all. God bless.
for sure.